All right, welcome back to another episode of the Rough Rigs podcast. I'm joined today by some other fellow, as ChatGPT would say.
Meta AI.
Meta AI, yes.
We don't want to give a bad rap.
Yes, we had a bit of fun this week.
A bit of fun. Jesus Christ. I come back after like 2 hours not being in the chat. All the boys, like the Rough Rigs inner circle, I'll call them.
The inner circle.
They were just yarning to Meta AI. And it was a proper yarn. It was...
He was champing us and everything.
Ice creams, like podcasts, T-Rexes.
We'll throw some of the photos that AI created. There's a couple of good ones in there. But
Get your imagination brewing with it. Because
there was some good stuff he came up with, I'll tell you that.
So, yeah, I came back after like 2 hours at a dead ball and I was like, what the fuck are these boys up to? It's 11:30 at night. Like, plenty going on.
Yes. Shrek was involved. He got a bit of a run.
Will's just reminiscing over it now.
Spider-Man, he's in there.
But how was your weekend?
It was good, I think.
What'd you get up to?
It
only just happened.
Yeah, it did, hey. Not much.
Not good.
Not much. I did a lot of sleeping, actually.
Yeah? Hibernating.
Well, no cricket this week, so I didn't really know what to do with my Saturday. I just kind of laid in bed.
No footy either, really.
It was
1.5 games.
It was a rough weekend to get through, and you know, you didn't have any plans this weekend. This was the weekend to have your plans.
Yeah. Major buy round.
Yeah.
No one's playing football.
Yeah, but
it
didn't really do much. Just kind of lumbered around, just
hibernating for the next weekend.
Talking to Meta AI. That's
it was concerning.
That was the highlight of my weekend.
I think I came back to like 85 plus messages, and I didn't have
at
to.
Least.
But I chose to read them all.
Yeah,
it was
we had Jess Fox in there.
Yeah,
some things
Freddie Fittler.
Some things Meta AI they drew the line at.
He disagreed with.
Yeah,
but he was fine with Debbie Does Dallas, which I found very raunchy of old Meta.
Then I had a bit of an argument with him, and he didn't like that.
Yeah,
so,
he didn't like me calling him champ and bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just some other guy team.
I think I called him fucking useless, and then he's like, oh, well, you know, is there anything else I can help you with? Sorry you feel that way. Fuck off.
I can do anything to help you or something, yeah.
He was very like passive aggressive. He's like, you know.
Yeah, I hate you, Will.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what he wanted to
pretty much. But we were asking about the Rough Rigs podcast.
We did. We did.
And what your thoughts on it. And he's like, you know, there's that Will bloke and some other fellow.
Yeah, because he said...
Or another fellow.
What did he say? Can you name the host of the show? Yeah. So I wrote Will and some other guy.
Yeah, I'll try and find the
best.
Then he
ran with it.
He just ran with it.
He ran with it like...
He kept bringing me up. I don't think he liked me.
Once I gave him the Will, he knew I'm locking that in. If someone asked me that across Facebook now, I'm saying Will and some other guy.
Yes.
But I went to Melbourne for the weekend. That was sick. Have you heard of a dead...
Hang on. Sorry. I found the old message. The Rough Rigs crew. From what I know, it's primarily hosted by Will and another fellow.
Yep.
But...
That's me, baby.
Yeah, and then he's calling us the Dangler.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
I don't know what happened there, but... I
think VJ was revving him up. VJ was giving him, like, you know...
Well, he kept going on with mate. He liked to start everything with mate. There was like 3 mates in every sentence, and like VJ was like, just chill, mate.
Yeah.
And then he started champing us, and it was
he was a cranky little bastard. Little Saturday night fever.
He gets very passive aggressive. Doesn't like people talking back to him.
He was also missing out on the Saturday night, Super Saturday.
Didn't like the Sharkies though.
Nah. No, once
you try to convert him to Sharks. He's like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Me and VJ may have called him a few explicits after he said he wasn't keen or non-keen, and we said, well, fuck you, mate. Essentially,
brought up the drug cheat scandal. He was big on that. So
who wasn't?
Yeah,
Stephen Dank. Who would have thought we're talking about that bloke in 2025?
Yeah, with Meta AI.
10 years on.
10 years on.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, Paul Galvin. He's never looked better. Anyways,
he's getting into a fight, Paul Galvin.
Sonny Bill. About 10 years too late.
I was going to say it should have happened 10 years ago.
10 years ago when Galvin was keen.
When people were keen for it, and now it's kind of just like, does anyone really care?
Is that like Sonny Bill's doing that? Like, I feel like Galvin was keen. He was always keen.
Yeah.
Like, he was always frothing at the mouth for a payday.
I mean, he was always the one kind of calling out Sonny Bill, and Sonny Bill's like, yeah. And then kind of calling him out, but then it never eventuated.
Yeah, the contract never got signed.
Strange.
Anyways, went to Melbourne.
Yep.
It's cool. Have you heard of a Deb Ball?
No.
It's like a ball for school kids, 16, 17 years. It's like to introduce them to society. and my cousin was a part of it.
Right.
It's like a ballroom type stuff, so you dress up in a suit. Pretty cool thing. I wish they did it down here.
So what were you doing at a 16, 17-year-old event?
I'm saying I got invited by my cousin. It's an adult thing to watch the kids. It's like a debutante into society. If you were listening, you fucking motherfucker. Maybe you're a bit fucking... Hold on, guys. I'm scared for myself here. But anyways, that was cool. It was just a good night. Just dancing. I didn't get what... Like, they're young kids, right? And they're playing like ABBA and shit at the end of the night. And I'm like, read the room, DJ. The DJ was like...
Did they get up for it, or they just...
They only got up for like horses and like the really, really iconic songs. Not like...
They would have got up for like Dancing Queen or something.
Yeah, ABBA came on. They were sort of like, everyone off the dance floor.
Right.
Then like another classic would come on. They're back on.
So what were you just there watching?
You watch them and then you like just clap, and then they can invite people to dance with them on the floor. I was on.
You were on.
Well, I didn't think she was going to pick me, and then all of a sudden she's like, Mitch. And I was like, fuck, I ran. Like I ran on that D4. It was hectic. But it was a cool little thing. And then...
this seems weird to me. I don't get it.
It's not a Sydney. It's not a Sydney thing. It. It's a Melbourne thing. So shout out to Tainer.
But I get the like.
It's just an event.
I get the event, but I don't get why you're there.
Because I'm like her favourite cousin.
Yeah, but
you bastard. I even got to mention in like her walkout. She had a walkout thing, and she's like, Tainer wants to become a Sparky. Tainer aspires to do this, and Tainer's very thankful for her Sydney family coming to tonight. And I was like, whoa! I screamed, yelped.
But is it just like a school disco?
Essentially, way more formal and way more like they do dances, like actual dances,
Okay.
like ballroom.
So it's like a rehearsing.
Yeah, it's a rehearsed thing.
Okay,
but it's like very fancy.
I
It's
kind of get it now.
It's like just I imagine rich people getting together and just putting on a function. It felt like that.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
But anyways,
the way you said it at first was like a school kind of disco, and I'm like, why?
Well, it's like a disco, but it's
why are
very
people like
fancy.
Inviting
Which is like
their families to do it? Well, like they got a fucking grandstand.
I'll show you a picture of it afterwards, and then it'll probably make more sense.
I'm just picturing like a fucking.
No, we're not watching from above.
Like a grandstand, you just all seated.
We're like 5 foot away watching them dance, like in a nice manner.
I don't know what's
I'll show you
going on.
photos after.
Right.
Anyways, then I went to visit a friend of the show, Adam Abid.
Yep.
He left Sydney and went to live in Melbourne.
Yep.
That was fun. So that was my weekend.
How
Now
good?
I'm back.
Weather good there?
Actually, better than here.
Yeah.
Weirdly. So
Well, not weirdly, because it can't get fucking much worse than what it's
I
been
mean,
here.
Melbourne's
It's
pretty
been-
fucking cold, but
That's
it didn't
true.
rain, which
Didn't
was
rain.
I was
That's
very
nice.
thankful for.
Been a lot of rain.
A lot of rain.
A lot of flooding.
Yeah.
Wetness all around.
Not near me, baby. Oh, witness, eh? Watch out. Might just move over a few. Anyways, let's get on to the footy.
Yes. Hasn't been much footy.
The round that was.
Round that was. Yeah. Been
Dolphins.
pretty lackluster. Oh, I don't know. It's been
it was
been
pretty
alright.
cool.
It's been unpredictable.
The upsets, it's upset round.
Upsets galore.
Yeah, pretty much. It is. pretty much.
Every team that was the outsider won this week. So not a good week if you want to just tip all the favourites.
Yeah, like Will. So he struggled. So.
I very rarely do that, and the one week I do, the fucking all the upsets happen. Anyway.
Dolphins 44 defeat the Bulldogs 8.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah, I didn't see this one coming.
Katoa's getting better, eh?
Yeah,
God
I thought
damn.
at a core stadium, but I guess the conditions, suit Dolphins.
The Dolphins in the wet?
Dogs don't like getting wet. I used to have a dog, and every time it rained, she would actually go out in the rain because she knew if she was like wet, we'd let her in.
Oh, smart.
So she was smart. She'd run out in the rain,
Eyes up
get all
footy.
wet, and then she'd just like stand at the door and shiver. And she'd actually have her teeth chatter.
That's eyes up footy.
So she and it was quality. Like credit to her.
Respect.
It didn't work as much when it's like a 40-degree day and it's like she's not wet and it's not raining. And it's like 4:00 in the afternoon and she's there with her teeth chattering. So
I like that.
she's smart. Like she wasn't like genuinely like cold enough for her teeth to chatter. Like
She
she's an
knows
acting.
doing it.
Like she was pretty clever.
Putting it on.
As you said, eyes up footy.
Yeah, hey, big fan of that.
Yeah.
I just want to say shout out to the 6,000 Doggies fans that went. That's a tough carry. It was fucking pumping.
It is.
Yeah, Doggies had 1 million players out. Controversy.
They only had a couple out. They didn't have too many, but they had Crichton out, who's obviously
I think
a big
the
loss.
key ones were the ones that hurt.
Yeah.
So, Eagles 30, Seagulls 10.
Yes. Well,
Now-
the writing was on the wall when I said Manly's going to win 13 plus.
As
So.
I've said it every single time. Every time you say, "Oh, my team's going to get smashed by 30," they always either win or lose just. There's like, but say
I'm
we-
going to keep doing it.
I tipped the Eels about 10 minutes before tip off on my ESPN tips.
Tip off.
Kick off, whatever you call
What
it.
were you doing?
A bit of NBA.
Bit tip off.
But yeah, I just like the way they were, as you said it as well, like the way they warmed up, the way they looked on the pre-game.
We spoke about this in the green room.
Tell them about it.
Well, I was watching the coverage.
Yep.
And-
Real edgy stuff. Will and I are up to.
Yeah. And yeah, obviously they zoom in on in the dressing rooms.
Yep.
And you've got the little team huddle just before they run out on the field, and you look at Parramatta and Junior Paulo. He's obviously game 250,
Ripping
and
and tearing.
he's leading. He's there in the middle, just absolutely,
Yelping.
giving him and eyes are on him. There's not a
Respect's on.
There's not a single eye, and I mean a single eye that is deviating from
Yeah,
Junior.
okay.
They're all
With-
they are all pointed directly at him.
His
and
pants are on? Yeah, okay, yep.
Don't know.
Let me pen low. Waist up.
So all the eyes were on him. They were listening. They looked
Locked in.
There was like the head nods. They were engaged.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. And I'm like, fuck, they're on here. And then the next frame is Manly. And,
Sad sacks.
someone's talking. I don't even know who it was. It wasn't important. And they're all just kind of looking around, looking at the ground.
Miserable.
They're not up for it. I'm like, fuck, Parramatta going to... They're up for this
I
one.
literally saw the same
and
thing.
I was going to... My tipping comp that I have, you can't change your tips from 5 minutes before... It locks out 5 minutes before
5
kickoff.
minutes.
5 minutes, which is annoying.
Stitch up.
So I went to change it and I was locked out.
Wow. Stitched up.
So...
Cop that.
Yeah. But yeah, you could tell
Hey, you'll take it.
straight from the reaction. So that's one to watch in your coverage.
It's a true thing, but old fellas.
If you're a big coverage watcher,
Yeah, which there wouldn't be many, especially Eagles fans at the moment.
if you came for that Michael Ennis pre-game interviews and all of that,
Oh, God.
great quality
Just
stuff.
blubbering. But like Manly is so hard to get a gauge on.
Yeah.
Last week they looked awesome.
Yeah.
This week,
Look, I
the
thought,
Eagles outplayed them.
to be fair, I
You know?
thought Parramatta, and I don't normally give Parramatta credit.
You don't at all.
But I thought they were outstanding.
They were.
Without Moses and without Lomax, Dean Hawkins, I think, played the best game of his life.
I mean, Dean Moses. God damn, he 4
That's
try
it.
assists.
Yeah, that was sensational. Like when you think about Moses being out and
Worry.
Lomax being out, it's not good. And if you're gonna you look at that and you're like, right, the other players have to stand up. You're
They
looking
have
at
to.
Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown played terribly, I thought.
Can I just give him a bit of credit? He all his quick passes or accurate passes led to tries. He wasn't the one that threw the last pass.
Yeah.
But the one from the ruck, first to him, straight to the try scorers, I thought he was good. Look, stats don't look it, but
I wouldn't say he stood up though.
he didn't stand up, but he was good.
He was okay.
Everything on that left side started with him. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
Stats don't put a picture on how he just did his job.
he did.
I don't
did. I don't know.
I'm non-biased. I'm being non-biased.
Yeah.
So
And I think Dylan Brown's been hard done by a lot of the time.
Same.
A lot of games he has played really well, and people give it to him. But I just don't.
$13 million.
I don't think he played that well last week.
Fair.
This week, that's
Fair.
all. And I thought Dean Hawkins absolutely outshone him, which
Very good.
you wouldn't have expected. Is my
No.
point that I'm trying to make. You would have thought if Parramatta were to win, it'd be on the back of Dylan Brown really stepping up
Iongi was
and
great.
taking control, which he didn't. But it was the other players around him. Those,
Yep.
I forget his name, but the second rower.
The big fella.
yeah.
He always makes him mad, bro.
Yeah, he's just getting.
Him and Brown have got a good little tandem.
He's going strength to strength every week. He's looking better. I wasn't that keen on him at the start of the year, to be honest. Kartonga.
That's
I
it.
think that's right. I think I butchered his name, but
Yep.
yeah, I wasn't that keen on him. I thought defensively he was quite poor, but he's improved a lot.
him and
Every
Brown.
week he's getting a lot better. Junior Paulo is playing the best footy of his career over the last few
Yep.
weeks. He was basically playing as a halfback a lot of the game as well,
was.
and he was doing outstanding. Ran for almost 200 metres, I think.
What's the issue with Olakawatu, bro?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think he's hurt, or did you just
Possibly.
think he's not?
I don't know. I think he's always been that kind of player.
It's so tricky.
He's never been a kind of higher work rate kind of guy. He's always kind of been just there.
Punchy. He's very punchy.
Yeah. And I guess without Cherry Evans, he's had Jake Arthur,
True.
which I thought Jake Arthur
He was decent.
did all right. Ran the ball pretty well, but it was just no one really went with him. I thought Turbo was actually pretty good. A lot of people giving Turbo shit.
He hasn't got the cork. He looked
good.
He looked 10,000 times better than last week.
He was running with a lot of kind of vigor.
Yep. He didn't have the cork. The cork was literally debilitating him.
Yeah, he looked healthy. I wouldn't say he's back to his best, but he looked healthy.
I'll take a 6 out of 10 Turbo any day of the week.
Yeah, I thought, he set up probably both of their tries that they scored. He could have set up another one if, what's his name, Hopewade didn't put his arm out. So
that was almost a good put down.
I thought he was really good, to be honest. I think a lot of people when they see Turbo, they expect him to be that 2021 where it was Dally M in like 6 games.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
You can't do that.
It's like everyone comparing Hines from 3 years ago. Stop it. Stop it.
It's like when Jared Hayne was playing and you can't compare him to that 2009 season.
Oh, it's 2014. Why aren't you doing this?
Yeah.
It's like it's 2014. That's why.
Yeah. Dylan Walker, I thought was really good though. He was very.
I just
good.
want to give a shout out to the Eels management. That was a great pickup.
Yeah.
I don't know if
great signing.
It was an awesome. Look, it's hurt Hopgood a little bit, but Hopgood's starting to adjust.
Yeah.
To Walker's style.
I thought that was Hopgood's probably best game since Walker joined.
Agreed. What about Madison running with some fucking hoodles about him? He knows he's going, so he's looking for a contract.
He was decent.
But he was running hard.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I was impressed.
Jack Williams has been outstanding, I thought, since moving to prop.
Oh, the move to prop's been a masterstroke.
He doesn't look like a prop. Like, he's so agile, and I think that's what makes him so dangerous. He's a prop with a bit of with the line running of an edge back rower.
He's a back rower, but he runs so well.
Yeah, but he doesn't get overpowered in the front row. Like with the big boys, he can match it with them. So
I think the thing that I noticed when he knows he's getting taken down, he tries to get to his front.
Yeah,
he'll just sort of not surrender, but he'll give up a bit of us just to get on his front.
Yeah,
because that play the ball speed that he was getting for Riley Smith.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
No, there's a lot of improvement from the Parramatta side. I think starting to see kind of glimpses of what could be. So
Riles is give him time. Give him some money.
As much as I don't think Manly were at their best, but I don't
outplayed them. I don't care if they were bad. You outplayed the fuck out of them, bro. You guys played so well.
Yeah,
so well. You're undermining it. Manly weren't great, but I think it was due to Parramatta's pressure.
Yeah,
you guys were on them every kick, every loose ball.
Well, that second half, all the possession was with Parramatta, and they just kind of never let Manly back into the game.
Yeah.
So,
well done to Para.
Well done. Yeah.
It's refreshing to see. Anyways, Newcastle 25 defeat the Panthers 6.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
Newcastle fans can rejoice.
I mean, when they moved Isaac Tungo to the back row, I question that decision, that's for sure.
They're just down on so many people. No Garner, Cleary.
But Isaac, he's not an edge back rower. He can't defend there.
Surely his Maverick guy hurt as well. Was he hurt?
I don't know.
Fuck, they must have had some outs.
Strange.
But Knights. I'm very happy for a man. They still weren't world breaking.
Yeah.
It was the Dylan Lucas show.
Yeah.
And the Fletcher Sharp show.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm happy for him. I'm just happy they've finally got a win.
Fletcher Sharp at fullback, he's a different beast there.
Let's have that conversation. If I'm Adam O'Brien, if I want to save my job, I'm keeping Sharp at fullback.
Are you putting Ponga at 6?
Yep. What more is he doing at 6 than he would do at fullback? The same. He just doesn't get him up at the front so he has to get him. I don't know. He's already kicking the ball. What's the difference now?
Every time they play Ponga at 6, it doesn't work. They've already tried a couple of times and it just...
Yeah, but look at the one sample size game we get Sharp back at fullback.
Yeah.
That was like...
It's a tricky one because you have Ponga at his best at fullback is better than Fletcher Sharp at his best at fullback.
At the moment, yes, but I think...
At his best, but with the form that Ponga is in, he's not at his best. He's nowhere near his best. So,
and with the rumours of him wanting, possibly leaving early...
I can't see that happening.
I would, if I'm a Newcastle, if I'm a Knights fan, I would Sharp at fullback.
Yeah.
It was refreshing seeing a fullback attack a bomb and try to sprint at the edge back row to force them to make the tackle. Yeah. Whereas Ponga grabs it, looks for the outside winger.
Yeah.
Their game plan was so different. It was, Dylan Lucas, but fuck me, he's a good football. Fucking keep those two.
Yeah.
If you're a Knights fan, keep those two.
Yeah.
Do what you can.
Well, that's it. Like Fletcher Sharp, I don't think he's a great 5'8", but he's an outstanding fullback. Whereas, I don't know, Ponga can make do.
I think that's what you got to go with, but make do for results.
And maybe, you know, when they did have those experiments with Ponga at 5'8", they didn't have someone like a Fletcher Sharp.
No, well, they
could do the job at fullback.
Tex Hoy? And then they tried that guy from the Sharks, the Sevens player. This is going to be a real... Do you remember the little blondie? He was rapid. Yeah, but him.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was a gun. He was a gun for like half a season.
Yeah.
And then he went to Super League because Knights fucked him off once Ponga came back. But yeah, they've never really had someone to...
Schiller? No.
No. It's going to hit me. I saw a TikTok edit of his highlights and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What a wild time. He was so good. And Kennedy was hurt. Anyways, up the Knights. I'm so happy for him.
Have they turned a corner or
No.
is this just Panthers being poor without like 90% of their team?
I think they're being poor without 90% of the team, but Knights did enough to... Okay, they're a football team.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know who Knights have next week.
The effort was there for the Knights.
The effort was there. I'm excited to see who the Knights have next week, just to... not to be tested, because every game's hard, regardless who
Dragons, so...
Okay, that'll be a good match. I don't mind that. Anyways, I'm excited, but I don't think they've turned the corner.
Yeah.
It's hard to say when Panthers literally have, I think, 12 starting players out. 12. Like,
are you putting a line through Penrith now?
To get to the 8?
Yeah.
2
They're
more
coming
weeks.
last.
I'd say 2 more weeks. I need to see something in 2 weeks.
I mean, the thing is, it's so congested. Like, Parramatta, like, if you look at the ladder, technically
4 points off.
they're 1 point out of the 8.
Oh, yeah, well, you're true.
Well, one win. Sorry, one win out of the 8. So
actually, probably maybe not then, because you're right. It is very like 1, 2, and 3.
All I'll tell you win 3 games in a row and you're in the 8. Just
it's
about.
true.
Like,
it's been a fucking fantastic year of football.
If you can string some wins together, like it, you know, you're just gonna absolutely skyrocket up the ladder.
Like even let's talk about the next game. Roosters 42 to beat the Sharks 16. No one, and I mean no one gave this young Roosters team a shot.
Nah,
probably rightfully so. And they just fucking played footy.
Well, again, their entire forward pack was out. Like, you know, they didn't have...
And they killed us. They killed
Connor
us.
Watson. They didn't have Angus Crichton.
That's probably the only area we won, the forwards.
Yeah.
Like, but everything...
No Lindsay Collins.
Their outside backs did. Their back rowers did. Amazing.
Yeah.
I love the old run at Billy Burns tactic from the outside... The outside centres.
Yeah.
Just wear him down. Because he was fatigued as shit. Those Roosters... They were good.
Those Roosters halves are just going from strength to strength. Like the more time that they spend together in that combination, it's going to be a tough.
What happens?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. It's going to be a tough decision when Connor Watson comes back, which will be pretty soon, I think, from all reports.
Don't worry about Connor Watson. Worry about the two for the Sammy Walker and.
That's what I mean. Sorry, Sam Walker when he comes back. Because I think he's coming back pretty soon, Sam Walker. I think it's...
And DCE.
It's in the next... Well, not this year.
Confirmed.
Yeah, well, not this year, but the next few weeks, Sam Walker's going to be back. Yep. What do you... You got to drop one of them, don't you?
You don't want to drop either of them. Sandon has done enough. And
I think they'll drop Savala.
And Savala's done enough.
I think he has, but I think they'll drop him, play Walker at halfback.
This is the issue, but people have seen enough sample size of Savala.
Yeah.
So if you're the Cowboys, theoretically, and you're just looking for the future... You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Parramatta need a 5'8".
Parramatta need a 5'8". They could turn him into a good...
Sandon Smith at 5'8". I don't think Savala's 5'8". I think he's an out-and-out halfback.
But he's got a big enough body to run those 6 lines, I guess, like those back row-esque type looks.
Yes.
It's a good problem to have for the Roosters, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's also a scary one because...
Well, as you said, when they have DCE next year as well... They probably have both
gone.
Both of them gone.
Well,
yeah.
You'd have to because... But this
Unless they play one of them off the bench.
This is a scary part for the... No, because you got Robson coming next year.
Yeah.
Remember, Robson's also...
Yeah, so Connor Watson's going to take that bench role.
Or one of them's going to, in a swap.
Or Connor Watson plays 13 and I don't know.
Because the Roosters only going to get DC for what, maybe 2 years?
I'd say it'd be a 2-year contract.
Are you risking losing one of the 2 best up-and-comers? Like, a 6 and a 7 are hard to come by. We've learned this.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen it now.
Yeah.
Like, so good luck to the Roosters. I'm glad I'm not the Roosters management or PR or whoever does it.
Yeah.
Raiders. 16.
Just quickly, sorry. What are your thoughts on the Sharks? Obviously, being a Sharkies fan, what did you make of them?
Look, it's the 1 week I didn't get to watch. But from what I heard, plenty of errors in the first half led to turnover of ball and just Roosters pounced on it.
Yeah. I'd be worried.
I'm fine.
Because this is a game that the Sharks are expected to win. And there's been a couple of games like there was the Tigers a few weeks ago.
Oh, they're not an expectation no more. They're taking it to take away the Melbourne game. They haven't really lost that bad before. Like,
nah.
I think the Tigers are good, bro. I don't know. I'm okay with losing to the Tigers. This one we should have won.
Yeah.
But I feel like after the Storm game, we probably looked at this draw and went, sweet.
Yeah.
And the Roosters went, nah, fuck you. I think we just got complacent, I'm guessing. I didn't get to watch it. It's probably the worst week for me to comment. And I wasn't going to sit through 80 minutes knowing that we lost 42-16 respectfully. I watched the 18 minutes and I saw enough. I saw that they used the high kick well. Savala put it on an absolute dime to Tupu. Like it was probably the perfect kicks.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen... Yeah, it was perfect. Tupu was just eating Harodi alive.
Yeah.
So.
I just...
I'm not worried.
Very, very inconsistent. Like you played outstanding against Melbourne a week ago, and then you dish up that against. Look, they were good, the Roosters, but they were that was a game that Cronulla should be winning.
Also, I just want to add, Rooster fans are the cockiest motherfuckers I've ever met. I got about 6 to 8 messages of blokes I haven't spoken to in like 5 years. You know who you are. Piss off.
No,
let me be, dude.
Let's play on.
There was 2 I was expecting, and they gave it to me, and I was like, fair.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting this. We speak every week.
Yeah.
But then I'll be from high school. I haven't spoken to you since high school. Literally. Our last message was 2021. And I'm like, sweet, bro. I'm not actually watching it. Well done, I guess. Big achievement, I guess, beating the Sharks.
Nah, play on, I reckon.
I'll play on.
Oh, I'm happy with that.
All right, I'll message you when your team sounds 72-0 out of nowhere.
Well, I'd expect it.
See, I think I just don't talk shit anymore to people. Like when we beat a team, I'm just like, on to next week.
I don't know. There was a big game for the Roosters. Like no one gave them a chance, and then all of a sudden, as you pointed out, no one gave them a chance, and
But I'm not the fucking Sharks. I'm
against
just a
all
fan,
odds.
dude.
Well,
I'm just a little fan, mate.
Maybe they've heard what you've said about them in the podcast. I don't know if you said anything
I
bad. Maybe you have.
I don't dislike the Roosters. And last game of the round, Canberra 16 defeat the Wars 10.
Yeah.
This was a fucking ripper
a good
game
game
of footy, considering how wet it was over there.
Yeah.
I watched this in the airport. This was a fucking cracking game. And as I said, it was going to come down to 6 points or whatever we commented on. Just take your pick who.
That's it.
It was just the Raiders.
Yeah.
And Starling took
good game for the unders.
Yeah. Starling took old mate's head off with 2 to go in their own 10.
I thought he's fucked it for him when that happened.
And they somehow just kept turning them away. How good was Aaron Clark?
Yeah.
Fuck, he has a go.
It was just great. A great defensive game to watch. Like both teams kind of threw a lot at them. And
it was a great game of footy.
I mean, it was always going to be, like these two teams probably have the biggest packs in the competition. So it was always going to be good fun to watch that. It's a shame that Fisher Harris was out. It would have been good to see him and Barnett.
Barnett just clashing.
I think that probably was the difference in the end. I think you throw Barnett and Fish into that team. I think they probably get over the advantage line a lot more and dominate that kind of the field position and the forward battle. So,
agreed. Did you see the jerseys? Did you watch it? I did. How good did they look like?
Very good gear.
They're
very good gear.
They're beautiful.
The old black and white, and again the sponsor integration. We've talked about it for a few episodes. It's so good seeing them get involved, and they've done a lot. One New Zealand, who were Vodafone, of course.
Yep.
But they've changed names in New Zealand, in the country of New Zealand.
Yep.
But they've done a lot for as a sponsor. There's been a lot of jerseys where they've actually like gotten rid of their jersey for different reasons. Gotten rid of their sponsorship
just to make it look good.
Yeah, for different reasons. There was a time as well where Telstra was trying to get Vodafone out as the major sponsor of the Warriors as well. I remember that. And
Vodafone was like, nah, bro.
All the Warriors players and fans were kind of like,
they've supported us for like 30 years.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
And it just works. It's such a good...
the circle?
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It just... Yeah.
Looks
it's
so
great.
good.
Like, it looks like it's meant to be part of the jersey.
If they didn't have Vodafone above it, you'd think, oh, that's just a cool little design. It just looks sick.
Yeah.
It looks so sick.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll get on to... what are we up to now?
Round 13.
Holy fuck, we're halfway through.
We are.
Shit, we're halfway through the season.
We'll speak about Origin as well a little bit later
We'll
after
finish
this.
off with the old Origin
we'll
chat
get into Origin,
after the Bitcoins
stick around for that.
Our tips for this week, Dragons versus Knights.
Yes.
At Win Jubilee. Or Jubilee, whatever they're calling it these days.
Is that the Wollongong one or the other one?
Ooh, are they both called? I don't know.
One's called Win and one's called...
I think that's the beachy one.
Yeah. Is that... I don't know. Jubilee. What's the one that was Cronulla's home ground? Is that Jubilee?
Win. I think we're at Win. I don't know. But anyways, Dragons or Knights? Who have you got winning that?
Jubilee, by the way, is...
It looks beachy.
Is it the beachy one? I like the beachy one. Nah, that's this one.
Oh,
that's the Sharks one.
So that was the Sharks fill-in one.
Yeah, I don't like that one. Oh,
it's
been there, I've been there a few times. It's not bad if you're sitting right in the corners because it's
you can see the whole thing.
You get really close. It's a strange ground because like the corner of the field, like the corner of the in goal area, is actually so close. But then you're sitting everywhere else is pretty far away. So strange. But
cricket boundary.
Yeah,
tucked in.
So what's the other one? Win Stadium.
Win Stadium.
See, I thought it was Win Jubilee.
So did I. Yeah, there we go.
The beach one. Yeah, I like that one.
Hell.
That one's nice.
Kick it out to the beach.
Yeah. I think they have.
Anyways, Dragons versus Knights. I'm actually excited for this game because the Knights showed
Friday
something.
night, yeah. Only the one game, no Thursday, and only the one Friday, which I'm happy with because I don't like
8 p.m, so I like that.
Yeah.
A bit later.
Yeah.
I'm going to tip the Dragons only because they're half decent at home.
Yeah, I'm going the
and
Dragons.
The Knights, if the Knights win, I'll be very thrilled for the fans.
I'm still not convinced with the Knights.
Neither am I, but I'll be happy for them.
I think there's enough with the Dragons.
Gutho.
They don't have anyone
Week off.
They don't have anyone playing Origin, so they're at full strength. Newcastle, Ponga comes back potentially. Maybe he misses. There's going to be question marks.
He doesn't back up Friday night. You're kidding, Will. But that is the
I
one.
reckon he does. I
don't think he does.
I think Knights need him to.
I think Sharps holds his fullback spot tomorrow.
If you're Adam O'Brien, you're saying, like, my job's on the line. You're fucking playing, mate.
But then he'll go, hey, he's making me play. I don't want to. My body's sore.
We'll see what happens in the game, I guess. But
true.
If he gets bashed up, then probably not. But
Titans versus Storm at Gold Coast.
Yes, what a game. Saturday, 3 p.m.
Yeah, typical 3 p.m. slot.
I'm going Storm by 1,000.
I'm going to go Storm by 10.
Well, now that I've said that, they're probably load up on
They'll probably lose.
Load up on fucking Titans.
Yeah, the Storm have lost some weird ones this year. Like Dolphins,
they lost
unexpected.
Dolphins, they lost to the Dragons.
Dragons and Sharks.
So
very, very weird ones to lose.
The Sharks one, I thought they played pretty well in still. I don't think that was a poor game. I thought the Sharks just did really well.
Yep.
But the other two, they played pretty average in. And
yeah, then again, like the Dolphins killed them. Wasn't it like 44-12?
Yeah.
Like,
and it was just like the fundamental things, like they couldn't hold the ball, things like that. So, which is very un-Melbourne-like. But I think...
I'm going Melbourne by 10.
Yeah, right. I'm going, by plenty.
By 1,000.
Plenty more than 10.
I'll be putting that down, don't worry.
1,000.
Cowboys versus Tigers. This is going to be a fun one, I think. Plenty of points. This could be a point slinger.
Not much defence.
The old 64-0 vibes back a couple of years ago.
That's right. They had... And it got both reversed, yeah.
At home.
One was like 70-0 and then one was like 68-0 or something like that.
It was wild.
It's weird.
I can't trust the Cowboys, but I can't trust the Tigers.
I was going to say I wouldn't be trusting the Tigers.
I'm going to tip the Tigers.
I'm going Cows.
I think just not all the Queensland guys are going to back up for the Cowboys. And obviously Robson. So
I think the Cowboys. Tigers are a mess at the moment with all the whole Galvin thing. And
this might be the week that they actually get involved and just...
They galvanise.
I'm going the Tigers. Picking the Tigers.
They all hate them though, don't they? Like you seen the watching the games.
Did you see the Matty John show last night?
Yeah. A few things said, wasn't there? But
a few things.
But even just like every time like the Tigers score or even they don't score and they like all kind of get together, Galvin's always like the last one in and like they have like their huddle and he's like trying to get in.
I think
it's kind of sad to watch.
I think he's doing it as well. Like he knows what he's doing as well.
It's like you're trying to get into like a friend group that you're not cool enough and you
the
don't
emo kid trying to hang out with the cool guys. Hey, shout out to the emos. That's my group.
Shout out to May as well when he was talking about Fortnite. He's just like, oh, the little nerds play it.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Hey, he's not wrong.
And he's like, oh, am I allowed to say that?
Poor guy probably feels so uptight now. He can't be himself. Poor bastard. Like, But Hindy, no offense, Hindy's a little prick. He was instigating a few questions that he knew May wouldn't be able to, and Appy kept on doing these ones to May when he was like, probably don't answer that one, bud. Like, and May just went, oh yeah. But Hindy's like, so what do you think? He's like, it is what it is, eh? Hindy, you piece of shit.
Nah, I'll rate it.
He was instigating.
He just wanted to stir it up.
I know, he's been a little bastard. He's been a little
It's not like he's being a fucking hard-hitting journalist. He's
I know,
just,
but Hindy's normally really good.
In saying that, it'll turn into fucking hard-hitting because Buzz will get involved. He's
That's
like,
what I mean.
He said on the Matty John show. Braith, did you hear what he said?
Credible source. Anyways.
Watch them bring up his fucking bum bag
They will.
on NRL3. They'll be like, it's disrespect. They come on a show, you know, should be well dressed, well presented.
Why are they wearing bum bags?
We all come in here and we have to do our hair and our makeup and we wear all our suits. And then he just comes in with his bum bag, a t-shirt, not even a collared shirt. It's Braith. It's disgraceful. Where has the respect gone from these young players? No wonder why he hasn't been picked for Origin.
Yeah, I can see
Laurie is probably watching that and thinking, thank God I didn't pick him.
Well,
because that's not the type of culture that I want around the Blues camp.
Even Matty was like, randomly, no context, hey, May, have you given a phone call to Loz yet? And May's like, no, I haven't really thought about doing that. I thought I'd just leave him alone because game one's coming up. He tried to answer it very responsibly. He goes, no, mate, just give him a call.
Give him a call.
And then
like it.
Heidi's like, he's a good bloke, mate. He's a good bloke. And he kept doing that to May. And May's like, you can see May's like, stop touching
Do you hear
me.
what Heine, I think he said like under his breath, he's like, guess who we have today?
Yeah. Laurie Daly, yeah. Poor guy probably felt so fucking nervous. Anyways, Seagulls versus Broncos. At 4 Pines.
Yes. This is
a non-confidence.
This could be anything. Both teams could win by 50 or both teams could lose by 50. Like it just you just don't know what you're going to get from either of these teams. I'm going to go Manly. I think
I'm going to go
Manly at home.
I'm going to go opposite you Broncos. I'm not confident in either.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. What is that game? Shit.
Yeah, both teams are probably they're probably the two most inconsistent teams.
Yeah.
Like they're both the teams that can on their day can look unbeatable.
Like the Broncos should be winning a comp with that side that they have, and they just can't string 80 minutes.
And
together.
Manly should be a top 4 side with their team.
Oh, I'm going to stick with the Bronx.
Yeah.
Rabbits versus Wars at Sydney.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually with that game. I'm going to have a look at the coverage beforehand and see who.
How the fuck am I going to do this?
Who looks better in the huddle?
I'll write on the bottom. Whoever looks better in the huddle will comment down below. I'm going to do this for every team, am I? Fucking hell. Rabbits versus Wars in Sydney. Stick true, buddy. Stick true.
I'm going the Rabbits.
Hey, Wars fans, get him because I'm going the Wars.
I went the Wars last week. They let me down in New Zealand of all places.
Hey, Wars aren't losing 2 in a row.
Nah.
Barnett will be backing up. You know that for a fact.
Yeah.
He'll be backing up.
Wayne's going to get the Rabbits up and about.
Fair enough. Does Latrell back up?
Yep. Wayne's going to be sprinkling his magic dust over him and Reggie's going to be celebrating. It's going to be,
up the Wires. Yeah. Anyways, game of the round, some are saying.
Glory.
Game of the round.
Battle of the West. What a game. I might make my way out to this one. Sunday afternoon. How good is it? Normally these are always the Thursday, Friday nights.
Thursday too early.
And it's kind of shit. But a Sunday arvo, Panthers and the Eels at the Golden West of Combank Stadium.
Cleary has to back up.
Cleary will back up. Moses will back up. Lomax will back up. They'll all back up for this game. They'll all be up for it.
How crazy is that? Halves partners straight into one another.
Yeah.
That's going to be sick.
It's crazy. Like seeing from there's a lot of storylines here. It's going to be good.
There's heaps.
I'm disappointed that it's actually I don't know. I feel like it's poor from the NRL. Like it's good in a way. Like
I like it.
Having them, but like
the boys are tired.
But like there's a chance that they, I don't know. Don't you want to see them at full strength? Like, is there a chance that Moses doesn't back up? Is there a chance Cleary if they cop a knock in Origin?
Sorry,
like
what are we talking? 15th versus 16th. They're both backing up. They are both backing up.
Yeah, but they cop a knock or
unless it's like a head knock,
a little
or
something. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is one of the games of the season. Like, and it has been. Like they always put up a good fight. Parramatta and Penrith. You want it like
I'm going.
You want it on their own. You don't want it like I don't know.
I'm going the Eels. I loved what I saw from the Eels, and I hated what I saw from the Panthers.
Yeah.
But it was their seaside, but I'm still going the Eels. I love what I saw from the
You know
fucking
what?
Eels, dude.
I think I'm going to go Parramatta.
Wow.
Yeah. You didn't see that coming, did
Take
you?
a photo.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go Panthers next. No, I'm joking.
I think I'm going to go
sticking the
Parramatta.
Eels. I like what I saw.
Yeah.
With Reid Marnie coming to the club in the next 2 minutes, there's another number.
No, I think, Moses is going to come back and he's going to be full of confidence after guiding the Blues to victory.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be up Lomax versus Toto as well.
Yeah. Well, Lomax will get over the top of Toto. So
Easily. It's going to be like Harrotti versus
Lomax will score 6 tries.
Jesus. Last time he said that, didn't he lose? Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Eels.
Toto will score 7.
I love what I saw from the Eels, but I wouldn't be surprised if obviously Panthers got up.
Yeah. Both teams are going to be up for it. That's what I'm excited about. No team's going to be flat. They're going to be really keen.
Yep.
As I said, I'm just disappointed that it's straight after Origin. I would have liked both teams to be well ready to go,
yeah, 100%.
fucking fired up, giving it their all. But
I still think it'll be sick.
yeah,
Roosters versus Canberra Raiders at Allianz. Ooh.
I'm going the
Yeah.
I'm going the Roosters.
No Starling.
Going the Roosters. I reckon yes. Sunday night. I reckon their Origin players back up.
Hudson Young comes back. I'm going to go the Raiders in like a 2-point slugfest. I'm talking 12-10.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
I reckon it's going to be a Teddy masterclass. I think Teddy always performs well against the Raiders.
Was it the old 6 again call? Was it Roosters in that
was grand final, yeah.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I'm going to go Raiders in that case. Ricky's going to get him up and about. Yeah.
That's true. He will, won't
I
he?
like that.
Yeah.
Ricky, old coaching gig at the Roosters.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah,
Didn't he win
yeah.
the comp there?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Coached him.
I'm
Yeah.
on the Ricks.
Yeah.
The sticky Ricks.
The sticky
dude.
Ricks. I'll stick with the Roosters though. I think I'm impressed with what I saw from last week, and I think they'll continue to build. I think they're going to get better and better.
Yep. And on the bye, we got the Sea Animals and the Dogs.
Yes. No sea animal last week, were they? They
No.
did not like the
Well,
water.
one Sea Animal helped us, up the Dolphins.
Can't swim. Dogs can't swim. There you go.
We let the dogs out. Anyways, let's quickly go through them.
Discuss.
I did not say I coerced Galvin to come to the club. Fuck off.
Let's touch on that in a second because there's
Anyway,
a lot of Galvin news, but we'll go through our tips first.
Let's go through our tips. Dragons versus Knights. I'm going the Drags.
Yeah, I'm going Dragons.
Titans versus Storm.
I'm going the Storm. You're not.
I'm going the Titans.
No.
I'm doing it.
Wow. Desi's
Are
got
they going
you.
to back up? Are the Storm going to back up coming fourth?
Probably not. Not
I'm going
against the Titans.
I'm going the Titans.
Do they need to?
Nah, probably not, but I've gone the Titans. This will be a very Titans game to win.
Does Tino back up?
He has to. He will.
If he doesn't back up, they're not winning.
He's the club captain and he's chosen to go. I'm going the Titans.
You got the Titans.
I'm
Jeez.
probably going to lose one, but I'm just...
Desi here, he's got you. He's got you under
No,
his
I
spell.
just think the Titans could... It's very Titanish to win this one. Cowboys versus Tigers.
I'm going Cows.
Tigers. Regretfully. Seagulls versus Broncos.
I'm going the Seagulls.
Broncos again, regretfully. This is going to be a shit coin flip. Rabbits versus Wars.
I'm going the Rabbits.
Up da Wars.
Glory.
Oh, get them. Panthers versus Eels.
I'm going the Eels.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm sticking with the Eels.
They're going to fucking lose and I'm going to be sad.
Oh,
'cause
don't say that, bro.
I like tipping against the Eels
You're
because
giving me doubt. You're giving me doubt, dude. Stop it.
like
I've got the Panthers.
I
You
like,
talk me out of your own team, you dog.
I like tipping against the Eels because
You want them to win.
I want them to
And you
win.
can sacrifice a tip. You don't feel as bad.
That's right, because I'm like, I still got the tip, so it's fine.
No, I'm going the Panthers. You've talked me out of it, you dog. You've talked me out of it.
No, fuck it.
stay
I'll
on.
go with the Eels. I'll
Yeah.
back them. I don't want to back
Oh,
them.
I'm going to hate myself once they lose now. Roosters, Raiders to finish the round.
I'm going the Roosters.
I'm going the Raiders.
Cockle-
Sticky's going to be
doodle-doo.
screaming at the top of his lungs. Hudson Young's going to have a broken elbow and still be ripping and
Chairs are
tearing.
getting thrown.
Oh,
Kicked.
doorknobs are going to be coming off
Head-butted.
doors. Yep.
Yep.
He might just headbutt Robbo and just straight up walk up to him.
Well, they've had a few
They're not mates.
little things in the past,
They're
haven't
not
they?
mates.
Little tiffs.
Little tips.
So,
Little old fella tips. There are tips. Tip them.
don't-
Except for the Titans. That's just a Mitchell tip. Let
Don't
me
know.
do my thing.
Watch them win.
Yeah, well, look, I was just thinking about the games that the Storm have lost.
Yeah.
Dargans. Dolphins. No one expected those two to beat them.
They also put like 50 on a number of teams.
Yeah, but
They put 64 on the Tigers.
They're the good teams.
Tigers.
Semi-good teams. I mean,
They put 50 on Parramatta round 1 when they look like
that doesn't count.
under 12s
it was
team.
Parramatta. It was their first game under Riles. They were never going to win that. They were never going to win that. They could have went up against the Blacktown Workers C grade and lost. It's like a thing. I swear a coach never wins their first game. Anyways, let's talk about all the
Galvin news.
Galvin, Reed, Marnies, who else has been told to fuck off? There's been
Sexton, he's gone.
Sexton's probably gone now.
Yeah.
Savala's gonna. Yeah, there's a lot of
musical chairs, as some would put it.
Let's talk about it.
So Galvin to the Dogs.
3-year deal.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I've spoken to a few Doggies fans.
If I'm a Dogs fan, I'm not happy.
They aren't.
Yeah.
I'll be Megan. You know Megan, Josh's wife. She's very confused. She goes, our form's been...
That's a good word. That's how I feel about it. I'm confused by the signing. I don't get it.
Yeah. She said...
Especially for this year.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah.
Up until all this, like, is he going to come? Is he going to come? They've started to sort of lose form a little bit, not much, but...
Well, Sexton's been great. You've got Connor Tracy, who's been great. Burton's been great.
Haywood's been good.
You know,
Reed's been good.
They all are just working together. They've got a good system going and it's working. I don't understand why
it's like their combinations are working.
Yeah. I don't know why you throw someone else into the mix and mess it all up.
Especially this year.
Because they're going so well.
13.
Yeah.
Round 13.
I kind of get it if they sign him and say, look, we'll want you for next year from 2024 onwards, 2025 onwards.
Yep. 26.
But we don't want you this year.
Yep.
Which I just don't get it. I don't get why you throw him in. Someone who doesn't know the systems.
Yep.
So he's got to learn all new systems.
Well,
unless they're planning on buying him and just putting him in reserve grade for the rest of the year.
Surely not.
To learn the systems.
What have they got? 10 days until he plays. So he's got 10 days to acclimate-ish. Try to. They got the bye this week, which is probably a blessing.
I don't know.
I think
the only way I get it is if they play him in reserve grade for the rest of the year and just get him to learn the systems.
Yeah, but they won't.
They won't.
They're not.
No.
Because now they're well, let's get into the second part of the story.
So they're gonna put him in. The rumours are he'll play 5'8",
5'8",
and Burton will go to fullback.
All 13. They haven't 100% decided yet.
Well, the news is fullback. That's what I've been hearing from my sources.
So Tracy's going to go to. Tracy's out.
Tracy's either probably goes back to the bench
because he's a 14 or a 1. There's no other place you can. Well, look, he can play centre, but you got Zeri Critter.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to.
Unless they put Crichton to fullback and put Burton to the centres.
Or they put Tracy to the wing until Carraz gets back.
Maybe.
And then make their decision up then.
Yeah.
Fuck, you got to feel for Tracy.
Yeah, there's so many moving parts. Like, why...
Yeah.
Why change that many positions in your spine that have made good combinations?
You're right. It's
over the last 2 years, and you're just going to fuck it all up.
And the third part to this is now they've told Reed Marnie he can essentially fuck off right now.
Well, he's
effective immediately.
He was looking for, I think from the start of the year, people were saying that he was looking for a release, or the club was looking to get rid of one of them before the Galvin news. But then now that the Galvin news has happened, I think whether he's instigated it and he's like, well, if you don't want me, tell me now and I'll go.
Yeah. Which I think would be. I think the Bulldogs have made a decision. Maybe I can ask you this. Haywood, Marnie, they've made a decision, it seems, right? Because Haywood's this up-and-coming, prospect.
He's a lot cheaper.
And he's a lot cheaper for probably the next 2 years.
He's a cheap hooker. You got to be careful with them, though.
And their window is probably a 2-3 year window at the moment to win the comp. So they've probably made the decision, we're going with Haywood.
Yeah.
But...
They've obviously thought that Sexton isn't the half to win them a comp.
What the fuck? Have they not... What? He's been probably one of the better sevens.
I just wonder where they made this decision. Because obviously Gus has come out a few weeks ago and said, we're not even looking at him. He's not on our radar. Obviously that was all bullshit. But has something happened since then, like that has changed their mind? Or was he always was this always part of the plan? Like,
surely not, because they brought Reed to build something there. Like they said, we want Reed.
and
we
when
want you.
and when you look at Reed, like he plays with so much passion. Like he's
the Bulldogs. I think
Yeah.
of him as a Bulldog.
Yeah.
Like I literally look at him and go, fuck this cunt.
Yeah.
80 minutes of this cunt.
Yeah.
Like in a good way.
Yeah.
I love Grubbs. I love Mulatalo. I love Reed. I love Munster.
he's fit right into the Bulldogs culture. Like
Hudson Youngs,
you can tell he loves the club. He loves every
He
time they
loves
play at Belmore. Reed's the one firing up. Like he gets
The
into
fans,
the crowd.
yeah.
He's involved. He loves it. So it just seems strange to kind of
ruin what they've got going.
get rid of quite a big part of your club's culture and what you're building.
Half of their spine is going to get changed.
Get rid of to bring someone in who you don't know really how he's going to fit into your system.
And look how he left the Tigers.
Yeah.
If this isn't working in the second year of his contract, who says he doesn't spit the dummy again?
Yeah.
Like we've seen it before with Cherry.
Yeah.
Like the whole backflip, the feeder, the backflip.
Yeah.
Like we've seen this before. He could be at the Eels in 3 years' time, or by then maybe like the Knights or whoever's looking for a 6.
Well, that's the other part of the Eels. Obviously, miss out.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for now.
I'm seeing a lot of comments on Facebook and stuff like
I don't buy into Facebook.
the carry on. I don't know. Everyone was like, well, obviously I'm in a couple of para groups and all of that.
Yeah, as you do.
And like before the news, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Galvin, what a great signing!" And then now it's like, "Oh, thank God he signed with the Bulldogs. We didn't want him anyway." Like
they're a bit upset.
Relax,
Yeah,
like relax.
they're
You did want him. Like I'd like him.
If you're para, would you try and make a play at Sexton and try and turn him into a 6? Because he runs the ball like a 6.
I don't think Sexton can be a 6.
I just think his running game is very strong.
He's out and out 7.
Savala, Sandon Smith.
I like.
See, I like Sexton out of those 3. I love Sexton. The way he runs that ball, silky.
I don't. Nah.
Who do you think Para go for? Do they look at Sharp? Do they look at? There's a lot of options weirdly this year.
I think it'll be Sandon Smith. I think that's who their next target would be.
Now I want to ask Tracy. Right, he's a toiler. He done this at the Sharks for 2 seasons. He played both centre sides, both wings.
Well, he basically played wherever someone was injured, he'd fill in.
14.
Yeah. Played a lot in the centres. He was a good centre.
Where does it? What? Like, he's still a great fullback.
Yeah.
Like, people are forgetting this. Like, does he go to the Bears? Is he the first Bears signing now? Like, just to guarantee like a solid 150 game veteran that's seen it all.
Yeah.
He's been injured. He's been healthy.
Yeah.
He's played every fucking position you could imagine in the back row, back line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel for him.
It's all very confusing, I think, is the best way to sum it up.
Everyone's confused.
Everyone's confused.
If this was the Sharks, I'd be in shambles.
Yeah.
Imagine if Hines at fullback and Kennedy at half and fucking... I wouldn't know what to think.
Again, if they say from next year onwards, we'll have a full preseason and we'll work on our combinations and all that. Fine.
Fair enough. Yep.
But you can't throw someone in halfway through a season and expect them, when these combinations have been built over 2 years and they're finally starting to really gel and everything's working for them. Everyone knows their role.
It's crazy.
You're just going to blow it all up. Like I don't understand. Obviously, they think that Sexton can't give them a grand final, and they want to win one obviously this year. But there's a very good chance I can see the Bulldogs just absolutely falling apart from this.
Shitting the bed. Yeah,
this could be their Manly's pride jersey moment.
Pride jersey saga. The Galvin
It really
saga.
could be. Like it could completely ruin their season.
Do you think
they could go from being first with a record of 9-2 to winning, another 3 or 4 games all year? Like dropping out,
especially with
going out,
Stephen Crichton calf issues,
finishing maybe 7th or 8th, and getting knocked out first round. It could really, really happen. Like,
well, now this is my other question. What if someone approaches Tracy? Let's just say Cowboys.
Yep.
We want you. We're going to guarantee you a centre spot. Do you reckon he talks to the club and goes, "Look, if like Reed, if I'm not a part of the next year,
I think he would. Absolutely.
Can you please release me?
Yeah.
Get me out. Like, no offense. The worst part is, I bring Tracy up a lot because the Doggies fans love him.
And he's given his heart to the club, as most players do.
Yeah, he's so good.
You speak about most players, and they put in their effort, and they do try. So that's
at the
not
Rabbits, at the Sharks, now at the Dogs. Like,
so if you're not wanted by the club and the club, sees other options and they, want the next big thing instead of someone that's toiled away, then naturally you're going to feel a bit shit and you don't really want to play for them anymore. So
we're not going to release you, but just in case, like, it all shits the bed and we need you in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I don't know.
I truly feel for him. Out of all those players, I feel for him.
Yeah.
Because his spot's the one that would get fucked with, like, yeah.
Sexton as well. I thought Sexton's
Sexton.
And Sexton's come back like he's had to go through a lot. He's finally established himself as a genuine 7.
They let him develop.
Yeah, because when he first came to the club, he was playing New South Wales Cup for a bit, and they had, I forget who they had, Hutchinson, and he was not doing much, and he kept making a run, and then I think he got injured, and Sexton came in and killed it, and he was basically undroppable from there. So he's put in the hard work. He's toiled hard over a number of years to finally find himself and find a genuine that he belonged in that team, and he was running that side. And now all of a sudden, like, he had one poor game against the Dolphins, and now that's it. Like,
literally one.
Yeah,
he's been amazing.
So
he's probably in a top 4-7 so far. 13 rounds in, he's been better than some of the big dogs.
He's got him to number 1 on the ladder.
He's been better than Hines. He's been better than Cleary. No one wants to admit that, but he has.
Yeah,
he has.
Yeah,
they're just 2 names.
Yeah,
I could go through 6 more.
Yeah,
like,
and what he's done, like, it's he straightens up that attack. He does.
I feel for him
a lot that probably doesn't get reflected in the stats, but
100%.
he just makes that attack so direct.
He does. He gets the forward pack moving.
And that's how the Dogs play. Like, a lot of their tries aren't scored out wide. A lot of it's scored through the middle, just, playing direct, playing fast, and he's the one that does all that. He controls the game well.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm confused by it.
I'm just confused.
Yeah.
I feel for Docky's fans.
Yeah, I don't get it. As a Parramatta supporter, I would have liked to see him at Parramatta. That would be great, but I don't get the Bulldogs play. I don't get why they want him. I don't get...
Yeah. As a Sharks supporter, I'd love to see him with the Sharks. Like, he's a great player. He could fit in most teams, but the way they're handling it, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
That's all I've got to say because it's confusing. I'm confused.
Yeah. Like, if he had a sign with Parramatta, like, I get the thinking there. Like, Dylan Brown's off next year. Give him a year. Give him half a year to develop that 6 role with Moses. Build that combination for this year.
Yep.
And be even better next year.
The Dogs coming second.
But they're coming first, the Dogs. They're absolutely killing it.
Oh, they're first. Yeah, there you go. I thought they were second, but they're first. So there you go.
And I think they've got a couple of points in between them. Yeah. Like, it's them first and the Raiders second. Like,
yeah. Well, there you go.
It's just, and they haven't got their points for this bye, so they'll get up another 2 points there. Like, it's just craziness. Anyway.
Weird. Anyways, not our problem to worry about.
Gus doing Gus things. But we're talking about before the ladder being so congested.
Very.
The Titans are coming 16th. They're on 10 points. The Broncos are coming 8th with 12 points. There's 2 points separating 8th and 16th.
It's crazy.
There's 3 points separating.
Competitive year.
Yeah. Like, it's insane. It's just...
It's actually crazy, bro. What the
when you have a look through the ladder, like, Parramatta are sitting at, the Titans, they're sitting at 16th with 10 points. They're 1 win away from a top 8.
The verge of the 8. Wow.
They're not because they're for and against the shit, but on wins, technically, like,
Yeah. No, it's
absolutely incredible.
We've seen the Dogs lose to the Dolphins. We've seen the Sharks lose to the Tigers. We've seen the Tigers.
Normally, though, by this point of this competition, you kind of get a gauge of knowing who the good teams are, who the bad teams are, but you don't.
You don't.
Any team could beat any team on their day. Like, it's...
That's why I think, like, tipping is so hard this year.
Yeah.
Like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone yet with a perfect round.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
14 weeks in, I haven't spoken to anyone.
Yeah.
No one's hit me up and said, "Oh, perfect round."
Normally, there's a couple lurking around. Like,
that's it.
But
what about that's it? Have you got any more yarns, man?
No, not about this. No.
That's it. I've got so far for footy drama. So, people are wanting to know the Bitcoin. Is it back up to the $100 mark, or is it?
No, we're getting there. We're getting there. Baby steps.
Is it back down to $30?
I hope
what
not.
is it? Doge? It's Doge, right?
Dogecoin.
Fucking Doge. Should have just given me $100 to fucking put on the pokies or something.
No, it's up. It's up again. Heading in the right direction.
What are we at?
We're at kind of. I think we're less than what we were last week.
That's a no.
Yeah, no, we're up at like 50, 58, 57 last week. We're at 53 this week.
Okay,
So
a bit of a dip.
a little bit of a dip, but still up to where we were a couple of weeks ago when we were not good. But
Yep.
we're better now. Better.
Should we talk Origin?
Bitcoin's doing well though.
Well, I'd hope so.
Just not the Dogecoin. Yeah, that's up. Couple grand there.
Just not the Dogecoin.
Just not the Doge.
Should we talk Origin?
Let's talk
Our
Origin.
predictions, our bet of the weeks, our whatever we're gonna.
Yes,
talk about.
yes. My bet of the week, by the way, did not get up.
Yeah.
All three legs actually lost.
Failed. Yeah, not good.
It was what? Manly 13 plus, Cronulla 13 plus, and Dr. Clay to score, which he came close, but no cigar.
No cigar. All right. Who do you think wins game 1?
I believe New South Wales win.
I want New South Wales to win, but I think Queensland get us.
Do ya?
I saw a stat from random stats guy and it's got me scared. A bit scared. A lot scared.
Not scared.
Queensland haven't lost 2 at Suncorp ever in a row.
Records made to be broken, though.
That's right. So I'm going to back the Blues because I've got the fucking jersey on.
Yep.
Fuck Queensland.
Yeah.
Who do you think the player of the match is? And what are the odds?
I'm going to say player of the match. Maybe someone like a...
I've got mine.
Are going to be a real physical battle. I reckon it could be... Maybe like a Payne Haas, Mitch Barnett. I reckon it'll be a forward.
I'm going a bit different from you. I think Mitchy Moses is going to be New South Wales man of the match.
Okay.
I think he's going to have his fingers in the honey jar all night long. What's he paying? My boy Mosey.
Moses, he's paying...
Moses in the bushes.
Sounds like a movie.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Moses paying $8.50.
Ooh, I like that. Now I'm going to go Moses as the player of the match.
I don't think he's going... I'm not convinced with him at 6. I think he'll kind of be a little bit... I think he'll run the ball decent. I think he'll be decent. I can't see him being a standout enough. I think Cleary will run the show.
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see when he crashes over 2.
I think Dylan Edwards at $11 is pretty good value there. I think.
What are you going at? Don't worry about value. What are you thinking?
Latrell Mitchell $15.
He would be like an outsider sort of like X factor.
Zach Lomax $34.
They never give it to wingers.
They don't.
I had 2 tries and 260 metres and he didn't get it. Like they're never going to get it. The poor bastards.
Mitch Barnett, I just
don't ask me how I know that because I had money on him to win at like $30. And I'm like, yes, he's finally going to win one. Isaiah, shit.
I don't know the minutes of Barnett. I like him. I think he'll play well. I just don't know how many minutes he's going to get. Whether he'll have enough minutes. Whereas I think although Payne Haas is carrying that niggle, so whether he plays limited minutes, I'm feeling a forward.
Liam Martin.
I don't know. Don't think him. Don't think him.
Are you going to give us one or are you just going to fucking...
All right, I'll go Mitch Barnett.
Yeah.
Mitch Barnett.
The Mitches.
Yep.
The Mitches bet. Triple Mitch.
First try scorer.
Ooh. Hamasai, Tabuai Fido.
Yeah.
He always seems to break the game early.
I think it'll be a Queenslander. I think they'll start. I think they'll start
Val
fast.
Holmes or something. I'm going to go. You know what? Val Holmes. He can score a try on the wing. That fucking bastard. Yeah, Val Holmes.
I'm going to be someone like a Nanai. Crashes over. Little short ball.
You don't trust
early on.
Angus. I think Angus has got him covered. Angus has got him.
I reckon he'll be trying to smash DCE.
True.
To take his head off and leave a little bit of a hole.
Neck off.
Yeah. And
I'm going to go Holmes.
It'll be Moses' side.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon Nanai.
Yep. There you go. And as we said, New South Wales, we hope win. Actually, I'm going to go New South Wales. Fuck random stats guy. Not random stats guy. Fuck the stats that he shared. And I just hope we fucking pump the shit out of them.
So we'll put that in a little multi.
I'm only putting like $5 on that if we're multiing that. My bets are all going to be singles, like
Singles.
25 ahead sort of thing.
Right.
25, 25, 25.
I'm gonna multi that up. I'm gonna have
Don't multi mine.
Barnett.
Fuck that price would be stupid.
Well, you win some, you lose more, don't you?
This will be a lose more.
And who's this one
Jesus
for?
Christ.
Player of the match. I thought I did that one.
Not a scrolling.
There is Barnett. What do I put fucking Barnett for before?
Try scorer too, mate. Well, he'd ideally have to score a try to get the fucking
That's true.
man. Unless he's like 3 try assists, 14 tackle busts, 7 offloads,
Yeah.
a chip and chase.
I want first try scorer. Here we go. No, $20.
Fuck, that probably won't compute.
$951. Put your house on it.
Please don't.
Barnett, player of the match. Nanai to be the first try scorer. New South Wales head to
Yeah,
head.
don't do that. I'm doing 25 each on my bets, singles.
Pussy.
That's it. I'll cop that.
You power play it for 1,000.
I can't believe you're going to put money on this.
Done.
What did you just put on? $20. You
20
psychopath. You psychopath.
Looking forward to my 20 grand. Thank you very much. I'll put it all on Dogecoin.
I'm going to straight to Doge. Anyways, I've got nothing else.
No.
Have you got?
No, I don't. Any cricket news happening? Cam Green scored another 100 in the county cricket. That was cool.
Yep. Rabada's doing drugs.
Still.
David Warner's still a flog. Still.
Yep. Nice.
And Stephen Smith is in the streets of the US,
Is he?
riding bikes
Yeah, there you go.
on the streets.
Good on him.
Yeah, I saw that on his story. It was very Steve Smith. That's all I could really say.
If it was anyone else, you'd be like, oh, that's a bit
Like,
weird.
what's going on? Oh,
But-
Mitch Marsh is hitting fucking centuries for a piss takeover in the IPL.
That's cool. Don't care about that, though.
Whoa. VJ, I tried to cover the IPL and I just get shut down.
No,
I
that'll
did
do.
try, so
Anyway, on that note, go the Blues.
go the Blues. Oh, we're going to do a post game.
Maybe.
How do you...
Post-game
Post-game
review.
pod review
Yes.
of the game. So tune in.
Yeah. We'll be
In
watching
depth.
it live. Give you our thoughts.
Yep.
Straight away.
Like-
No mucking around.
It'll be uploaded by...
Maybe we could do live reaction. I don't know if we can do that or
I
not.
don't know
but
how you... Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll have to look into it. But yeah, tune in. It's going to be in depth.
Not in depth because it'll be fucking 11 o'clock at night.
It'll be in depth. Just you wait and see. All right, anyways. Speak to you.
Bye.